everyone, I'm Ligaya Figueres, the Food and Dining Editor for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Thanks for joining us today. We are going to be cooking this morning. This is Labor Day weekend coming up, and we wanted to think about some tasty dishes that we could make. So we decided to come to the home of Atlanta author. She's a cookbook author. Her name is Mary Kay Andrews. Mary Kay?
Hi.
Hello, everybody. This is her new book. It is called The Beach House Cookbook. This is summer's last hurrah this weekend.
Yeah, but you know, this is for all year round.
So, well, you're going to help us make some easy breezy. On over around 10 o'clock in the morning. You're going to be demoing what dish are you
going to do a chicken, it's a, hang on, let me think about this. It's a grilled chicken thing that we do with a cherry balsamic pan sauce.
Nice. That
super fast, super easy, and delicious. The cherry sauce, this recipe is in the cookbook.
Wonderful. And that's one of the best things about this cookbook is that everything is easy and
super
simple.
Easy. Yeah.
Perfect.
Not very many ingredients.
So today we decided that one of the fun dishes to make would be the bourbon butterscotch brownies.
Yes, triple B.
Tell them about it.
Okay, so this recipe, first of all, we are going to put bourbon in it today, but you could just as easily use vanilla if you are for some reason opposed to bourbon. This goes together so quickly that it's crazy. I've already melted a stick of salted butter in my microwave, and you'll notice I don't even have to use the stove top to throw this together. And my grandchildren make this with me all the time. So I've got a stick of salted butter. I've already melted that. We're gonna add 1 cup of brown sugar. You can use light brown, dark brown, whichever floats your boat. This is such a super easy recipe that it's really very forgiving. So I'm going to beat that in there with a wooden spoon.
Where'd you come up for the idea for this recipe?
Well, we like sweets at our house, and we love to bake, especially with my 6- and 8-year-old grandchildren, Molly and Griffin. So I like butterscotch. I like that salty, sweet kind of combo. Now I'm going to beat in 1 egg, a beaten egg. And so this just seemed like a good thing to do. Now my granddaughter likes chocolate chips. So last night we actually made this recipe with chocolate chips too.
So tons of substitutions you can make.
Yeah. The whole thing is, why do you want to stress? There's no need to stress about this. Now, Ligaya, I have already toasted a cup of pecans. Pecans, which do you like to call
I'm a pecan talker,
okay.
But what do you say?
Pecan. I'm just, whatever. So if you'll chop those, we've already
Absolutely.
toasted them.
Okay.
Toast them makes them taste a little richer.
Right.
Just a little nice thing to do. And the nice thing is, I toasted those in the same pan that I'm going to put the brownies in.
You just want me to do a rough chop here?
Yeah,
okay.
A rough chop is good.
And
now,
you know, I love toasting nuts because the smell is so wonderful.
Yeah, my granddaughter last night literally put her nose in the pan because she likes the smell of that too.
Right.
While you're chopping that, I'm going to add the flour.
If you're just joining us, I'm Ligaya Figueres, the Food and Dining Editor at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I'm with cookbook author Mary Kay Andrews. She lives here in Atlanta. You're also the author of numerous best-selling books. How many are you at? 24 novels?
I think it's 24 or 25. I've kind of lost count.
And the Beach House Cookbook is her first cookbook. It came out earlier this year. She is also going to appear tomorrow on the culinary stage at the AJC Decatur Book Festival. If you want to come out for that cooking demo. But right now, we are making bourbon butterscotch brownies.
Right. Now, I've just added a cup of plain flour, not self-rising. I'm going to add in, this is 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. I've already measured that out, and I like to do this especially when I'm baking because I lose track of what I've done. So if you have all your ingredients kind of measured out and put them right here in these little things, it just makes it easier. And this some for the team. So that's a teaspoon, another little half, and again you can use vanilla. If you don't have bourbon or don't care to do it. The bourbon does cook out, so you know, no worries about last night, as I say, last night my grandchildren helped me make these, and then they promptly sampled. Okay, Lagaya, if you'll throw those in.
Absolutely.
Let's see if we can get that out.
You know, I just make messes.
I do too.
That's why we have to wear these special aprons.
Yeah.
Again, how much, what was the quantity on the nuts?
The nuts are a cup.
1 cup.
So it's really kind of a cup situation. And then a cup of, these are butterscotch chips. And if you'll stir those around.
Absolutely. And if we didn't have pecans, however you want to say it, can we use an alternative like walnuts?
You could, and you could even, you know, if you wanted to really go wild, you could do the chocolate chips.
The chocolate chip.
And peanuts. And it makes it a whole different kind of a thing. Now, what I did last night when my granddaughter decided, all of a sudden, she wanted chocolate chip, Griffin, her brother, wanted butterscotch, I made them in these little mini pie pans.
Oh, cute.
You grease those, and they cook for a little bit less time than the bar cookies. But they came out great. Each of them had what they wanted. So I separated the dough in half. Half of it had butterscotch chips, and the other half had chocolate chips.
I bet you that would be really nice if you would do then a dollop of ice cream on top.
Oh, my granddaughter had it with whipped cream.
Oh,
but you could totally do them on these pie things, and do a scoop of ice cream, and then a drizzle of caramel or chocolate, whatever you. If you really, really wanted to carve it up.
All right.
Okay, so now
next.
The good thing, an easy thing to do with bar cookies like this. Sometimes you have a hard time getting them out of the pan. This is an 8-inch square pan, and I've lined it with foil. So, and if you're lazy, like I am, this is like a no cleanup hack.
And roughly how many servings does this give?
Gosh, it depends on how big a serving you like.
One.
For a like a 1-inch bar, I think you could get maybe 20, 18, something like that. Yeah. Let's put the rest of this in here.
In my house of boys, I think we could get maybe 4.
Yeah. If you'll smooth that out, I'll put this in here.
If you're just joining us, I'm Lagaya Figueres, the food and dining editor at the AJC. We're at the home of Mary Kay Andrews, making one of the recipes from her new cookbook, the Beach House Cookbook. These are going to be the bourbon butterscotch brownies, great for tailgating, any of your Labor Day activities where you need to bring perhaps a potluck dish. And Mary Kay is also going to be on the stage tomorrow at the Atlanta Journal-Constitution Decatur Book Festival. So she'll be on the stage around 10. I'll be there all day. So I'm looking forward to that. We have a great lineup.
Just keep that apron on.
Yeah, there you go. We have a great lineup of authors coming this whole weekend. All right, here we go.
Now I will put that in the oven. And this is going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. Then you're going to let it cool in the pan for 30 minutes or longer, just before you cut it up. So that goes in there at 350. I'm glad you got a good shot of my dirty oven.
We're in your home, and I have to say, this is a beautiful kitchen.
Thank you. We just did this kitchen a year ago.
Yeah, you have many talents, and one of them is redoing things. Tell us a little bit about it, because I think, as I understand it, the Beach House, I mean, part of it's inspired by your time at Tybee Island. And
right, yeah. We have a 1932 beach house on Tybee Island outside of Savannah, and we love to cook and we love to entertain. And so this year I thought, why don't we do a cookbook? I write beach books, summer beach books. So this year's summer beach book happens to be a cookbook. Recipes are all very easy, and they are for year-round. There's not just a summer book. So coming up, there's a great tailgating menu. It's menu-based. There's a soup night, all kinds of fun menus, and they're easy to do. My husband loves to cook with me. We cook together. My grandchildren get in on the act. And the reason we did this kitchen was so that it could be a 2-cook kitchen. I just want to say one thing, because we're raising money for Hurricane Harvey relief. And so until midnight tonight, if people will go to marykayandrews.com or to my Facebook page, which is Mary Kay Andrews on Facebook. And if two other author friends and I, Mary Alice Monroe and Patty Callahan Henry, we all write beach books. We all have homes on the coast. We have pledged $250 apiece to AmeriCares, which is a great charity that's helping with medical emergency situations in the hurricane area. So if people will match our donation, $250, and send me a screenshot.
Help out with Hurricane Harvey relief efforts. This is one. Thank you for doing that. Thanks for your generosity. And I know that you have one other event coming up, and that would be tonight.
Right, at Strapaggio.
You're a busy lady.
Yeah, Strapaggio at Emery Point. We're doing a pop-up with Big Green Egg, tastes from the cookbook and drinks, and that starts at 5:45 to 8 p.m. And you can also find the details of that on marykayandrews.com and on my Facebook. Now we need to get these brownies cut up.
We're hungry. I've been staring at these finished brownies for a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And the nice thing about this recipe is, just pop it out of here.
Easy,
clean pan. Aha. Now you watch. The one time I'm on camera, something will go radically wrong, but maybe not. Guy, do you want to do the honors and cut them up?
Sure, I'm happy to cut it. All right.
And then we
how big of a piece do you want?
Oh.
How about this? Is that about right?
Yeah, that's about right. Well, you have to take some home to your boys.
Oh my. They're not going to last in the car ride, you know.
You know, I used to work at the AJC in the features department, and the good thing about that was we were right next to the food department, which used to get lots of goodies.
We do get lots of goodies.
Nothing stayed very long, did
it? We definitely have to share. Yes, you have, you were 14 years a journalist before you moved over into...
Yeah, and I was at the AJC.
Fiction writing.
In features. I started in news, but features. And...
oh, these look delicious. Actually, I almost want one with like a cup of coffee, huh?
I'll fix you some iced tea.
Yeah. Sweet or unsweet?
I make unsweet, but you can sweeten it. Like
there we go. Well, folks, I'm Ligaya Figueres, Food and Dining Editor at the AJC. I was here today with Mary Kay Andrews. She was gracious enough to invite us in her home to show us one of the many recipes that you can find in her new cookbook, the Beach House Cookbook. Mary Kay is one of more than a dozen food writers who will appear this weekend at the AJC Decatur Book Festival. You're going to be there tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
That's right.
If you'd like more details on the book festival itself, and particularly the culinary stage, you can go to decaturbookfestival.com. So Mary Kay, thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming over.
Yes, so let's see, what do we have to say? Beach House cooking makes you good looking. All right, we're going to get some fancy with our special brownies. Thanks for joining us. Bye.